I'm back, but without my mom and in my own bathroom, which isn't nearly as fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us last night. We both had a blast, and I hope you did too. If you didn't check out our basic shadow tutorial video, check it out. My mom and I did it together last night, and we had a great time. One of the things that we talked about was using our brushes to apply the shadows to have a little bit more control. And the basic shadow look that we did together is actually what I'm starting out with today. So I have Candlelight from my lash line all the way to my brow, and I used Mocha Java Shimmer in my crease, and then I just patted it a little bit on the outside edge of my eye. And that's a very basic step one kind of eyeshadow approach. So the second thing that we kind of talked about was that you can go in and add a little bit more drama. So what I'm going to do is basically work my way through that list, that little graphic that I posted for you yesterday. I feel like I'm a little bit high. Am I here? Not high, but like up high. Hi! Hey, Gina. So, oh no, Black, that's not what I want to do. So this is the basics that I did with my mom. This is first step, but then she wanted to add a little bit extra drama, so we did that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw my shadow on the floor. That's an important step. But step number one, you just can't take me anywhere, Gina. So I have my Candlelight lash line to brow, and I have Mocha Java in my crease. Oh my gosh, I'm so going to do it. But first, drop and give me 20. Go. You don't have to do that. Actually, you're a grown-ass woman. You do what you want. But I did 40 push-ups yesterday, if that counts. So I'm going to take a color and I'm going to put it all over my lid. This is step 3 on the little eyeshadow how-to chart. And the thing about all of this, girls, and I said a little bit of this last night, is that you can stop anywhere along the way here. So, maybe you get step number 1 and 2 and you're like, that is good for me and I'm ready to go. Maybe you get to step 3 and you're like, that feels perfect, and you're ready to go. Or maybe you want to add a little bit more. And what I think is nice is that you could actually do step 1, 2, and 3, and go to work, but maybe you have plans, you have a date night, something else in the evening, and you want to kind of spice it up a little bit. Well, then fine, you can easily transition this from day to night, because the shadows aren't going anywhere, so you don't have to start over. So now what I have is 1, 2, and 3. I've got Candlelight, Mocha Java, and now I have Copper Rose on the lid. So now let's go in and add a little bit of that extra drama. And we did a little bit of this for you last night. Let's go in and add a little bit of the extra drama to the outside edge. Any of your deeper colors will do this for you. Smoke Topaz Shimmer, Smoke Topaz Denim, Onyx, Garnet will work. I'm looking in my bin here. Tropical Orchid, for those of you who have it. Granite will work in adding a little bit of drama. So remember, Garnet is super concentrated. So I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this off of my wand, and I'm going to just kind of tap it on the outside edge here, and kind of keeping it all within that orbital bone so that I don't go too far out. And once I've got it kind of where I want it, then I can use my fluffier brush, and I can blend that in a tiny bit. And the best part about the shadows too, remember, you can always add more. It's harder to take it away. So if you're like, yeah, I like that, I can kick that up a little bit. But keep that, I'm just kind of patting it on the outside, maybe quarter of my lid, and then I'm sweeping it up into the outside eye socket, but keep it right in here. Don't go all the way in. That's how you end up with that raccoon look if you go dark everywhere. Give our eyes some place to breathe. There are some really cool eye tutorials out there that they do like a halo effect where it's really dark all the way around. And those are really awesome. And I think if you get into if you master any of these basic ones, then, search it out and find some cool stuff out there and play around. But this is a basic kind kind of drama look that will work for any of you. And the other thing that I think helps me avoid that kind of raccoon look is staying away from the super, like from the black. So I think you can still get a dramatic smoky eye look using browns or more natural colors. And that's going to depend on what you really like. But there, am I even? Kind of even? All right. And then I did this last night and I love this technique. I take whatever's left on my brush and I just sweep it underneath my lashes. Now you do have to stay close to your lash line. And my mom, after we were done doing the video last night, she's like, that one made me feel like I would get it too far into my eye. And if it makes you nervous, just, you can easily skip that. All right, so now I believe we did step number 1. We did our highlight color up here. We did step number 2, the light medium sort of kind of contour color on our brow bone. We did 3, which was the Copper Rose Shimmer on our lid. And 4, we added a little bit of contour out here. So now what I want to do is add some eyeliner. And so you have a couple choices with this, but because I'm featuring the shadows, I am going to do my liner with a shadow. But we do have, I'm looking down, I'm sorry. I realize when I watch the videos again, how much I look down, and I apologize for that. It's because I have all my stuff is down here. Our liquid liners are really kind of fabulous and easy to apply. They do have kind of like a long, like a floppy paintbrush. And if you enjoy a liquid liner or if you like that felt liner kind of feeling, these are easy. They don't slip, they don't pull or drag your eye at all. But I am featuring shadows, so I do want to show you how you can get a liner just by using the shadow. So I'm gonna stick with my garnet, but now it's gonna be a little bit more concentrated. So I'm gonna take my garnet and I'm going to use an angle brush like this. This is another one of those Real Techniques brush. This one's number 202. I ordered it from Amazon. Like most of my life, I order from Amazon. So on the bottom lashes, I do have to get under my lashes and I just press it right along the lash line. And I try to avoid like pulling it because I think that's how you end up with some thick areas. I really just tap it and then move it over and tap it again. And I feel like I get a lot more control that way. I'm gonna do this side. And again, you can always add more. I do try to keep my liner from basically the center out. Another way to kind of avoid that raccoon eye by going all the way around your eye, then you kind of, you did that. So keep it, especially if your eyes are normal to close set. Goodbye, love. Keep your dark on the outside. If your eyes are very wide set, we can talk about some other shadow placement that might help you. Okay, and I'm gonna take my garnet, and I do have to pull the lid up here, but I'm gonna work this right into my lash line. And I know a lot of girls, Emily, you said last night you use Onyx as your liner, and you could absolutely switch out of garnet here and go into Onyx if you want something a little bit deeper and more dramatic. Or if you just like those cooler tones, like if you were working with pinks this whole time, you might like it just because of that. If I have any left over, I don't do a wing, but do you see how I kind of like pull it up? I think it just visually kind of lifts my eye up. Go easy on that. You can always build wings up if you want, but again, it's harder to take them away. So if I'm going high drama, something that's kind of nice to do is add a little bit of extra contrast. So I'm going to go with my Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and I'm going to I have some of it left. I'm almost out of this guy. I'm going to tap it in the center. Really brighten that up because that wasn't one of my steps that I did this morning. Got that little brightness. That's really one of my favorite things. And even though on our little card there, it's listed as one of the last, like an extra step, I do this one almost every day. And you can also highlight the center of your lid. And I'm just tapping that in because I don't want to take off my liner. And I guess I could have done my liner last, huh? That would have helped. But there's no reason I can't. I'm just going to quick go back over it. And now I'm going to mega lash this whole thing. And we're good to go. But girls, I'm going to close my eyes so you can kind of see where I have the colors. Hopefully it doesn't look like a big smeary mess. But that, I am not, it's funny because you girls know that I'm not afraid of doing a bold lip, but a super bold eye actually makes me more nervous. Like I have to think about a bold eye more than I have to think about a bold lip. And I think the thing about a lip is I keep my eyes super easy, like maybe just those first 2 steps in mascara. But if I do a bold eye, there's a lot more that I'm thinking about. You know, not shoving stuff in my eye to start. That's always helpful. I know some of you girls are scared about these, but it can make an enormous difference on your kind of curving your lashes. Although I do think when my mom used the Undersense last night, it did give her some length and direction and kind of pushed the lashes up a little bit. I really love this. I'm still on my first tube of mascara and my first tube of Undersense. And anytime it starts to get a teeny bit dry on me, I add a drop of Nangai oil and it kind of juices right up for me. And I've gotten many more weeks of use out of it by doing that. So feel free, girls with Nangai, feel free to do that, right? And add some black since we're doing a little bit of the extra drama look today. And like I said before, take that right down to the base of your lashes and wiggle it and pull it up. Wiggle it just a little bit. I think that you can add a little bit of extra liner there, or like a, you know, kind of fake that liner look. Yeah, look at that, see? I didn't do very much on the rest of my face this morning. I was running a little behind. I did chocolate cherry and on my cheeks, and then I mixed a tiny bit of pouty pink in with my pearlizer as a highlighter. I don't have anything on my lips yet except my lip volumizer, which I just love putting on. And I feel like my lips have so much more color than they used to. I know we're not talking lips today. Oh, but as I'm rambling, tomorrow I placed an order on Labor Day, or I guess right before Labor Day, and it still hasn't come. They just must have been slammed. As soon as Shadow Week is over, there are 3 new limited edition lipstick colors that were released just for fall. I think you're gonna like them. And I was able to get, remember when they did the rose gold Rosé All Day lipstick that came out, and then they released the rose gold gloss, and then it sold out immediately? I got 5 of those babies coming, and a couple more Rosé All Day. So that has been just a perfect, Rosé All Day has been perfect for fall. I didn't get to try the gloss yet, and I'm really excited. You girls know that 95% of the time, unless I'm going out, I really do just do my glosses during the day. So I'm so excited to have this rose gold gloss. I think we're all gonna love it. So there. So there. What do you think? Is that a little bit more dramatic than you would normally do? You girls have to let me know. Do you want more drama than this? This is about as dramatic as I will go. I will tell you, if I want more drama, I don't do a different placement. All I do is deepen what I already have down. So I could take that copper rose shimmer and add another layer so that my lids are more of that coppery color, or add rose gold glitter over top of it. I could make this garnet out here. I could do another layer of it so it was deeper, but I don't change where I put any of this to make it more dramatic. All I do is add an extra layer on top to kind of build the intensity of the color. So hopefully between last night and today, this gives you a little bit of how to take just a basic shadow look and kind of kick it up a notch if you want. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Tomorrow I'm going to do all the bright shadows and show you how to play around with those. And Sunday I'm going to do a little bit with shadow trios, picking colors that really go well together, and like how to mix colors on your own. So hopefully it was hopefully it was helpful. I wish you all a fabulous Friday. If you try any eye looks, please put them in either the comments to some of these or just share them on the page. I want to see how you're wearing your shadows as well and what color combos you're using. So let me hear it, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Mwah.